Hi everyone. So today clearly we have a bit of a different setting from usual. I thought it'd be a really nice video to look at some yoga moves to do before you go to sleep. So things that I've really started to put into my routine that just help you unwind, loosen the body and get ready for some good old sleep. So don't roll out the mat, get the gym jams on and then get into bed. So just to start with, I thought I'd show you a few things that I use just to help me unwind and get ready for my sleep. On my nightstand I have my very lovely dog lamp. Something that I've used a lot of, this is my second bottle, is the Champneys Health Spa As Good As New Heavenly Days Sleep Pillow Mist, which is quite hard to say. I'll link it below. I just get it from Boots. So before I get into bed every single night, without fail, everything gets a little bit of a spritz. And the smell now as well just really makes me think of sleep. I also use the oil for massage in my yoga classes, so that might be another video I'll do to show you a little bit of self-massage as well, which is really good before you go to sleep. I have my favourite candle from Vineyard Candles, and I've also started taking some nice sleepy teas. So this is the Clipper Organic Sleep Easy Infusion, and this is my favourite one. Some of them I'm not so keen on the taste, but this one I really like, and it really does knock you out like a light. So speaking of lights, obviously I've got the room quite bright at the moment, and it's not quite night time. We're getting there, but it's not quite. So it's still quite light. Normally I would turn the lights down really low, just have the one lamp on, and then try and turn that off as soon as I can. I have a few books by the bed, so I'm trying to also up my reading a little bit when I go to sleep, and I find that really just helps me unwind. Although I do have an iPad, I actually find it's much better for me if I read my books, so actually get myself an actual physical book. So at the moment I'm reading Catherine Budig, Aim True book, which is really, really lovely. So yeah, kind of getting yourself in that space so you're feeling really kind of positive and relaxed and really happy. I think it's a really good place to get yourself set up for before you go into bed. I think you don't want to go having any feelings from the day, feeling kind of negative or down on things. That's when I know I'm never going to get a good night's sleep. So I think it's important to spend those few minutes working on it, because then you're actually going to benefit from a proper night's sleep rather than tossing and turning all night long, because we've all been there and it's no fun the next day. So once you've got yourself all set up and you feel really cosy in your space, I just want you to sit in the middle of your bed, and we're going to just start to focus on the breath here. So we'll just start with 3 breaths. We'll go for those mountain arms, so palms out to the side. Big inhale, lift up those arms as high as we can. Easy exhale out the mouth. Just bring the thumbs down to the chest. And I just want you to start by noticing how you feel right this second. If you're tired, or maybe you feel like you've still got lots of energy to burn off, or there's any lingering feelings from the day that you just want to shake off. And just carry on thinking about those while we take 2 more breaths, palms out to the side. Big inhale lifts you up, all the way through the ribs. Easy exhale takes you down. Just starting to focus and center up. One more time. Big inhale. And release. Those hands can just find the knees, palms facing up. And we're just going to slowly work out any kinks in the neck. So nice big inhale takes you over to that right hand side. Exhale, take it all the way back. And if you want to start to soften the gaze, or maybe even close the eyes, we're just going to take this movement with your own breath. So really take it as slow as you like. Going along with inhales and the exhales. A few more, just in your own breath. Take this nice big inhale here, all the way over to the right. And on that exhale, we're just going to roll the neck all the way down to a nice juicy semicircle. And big inhale back onto the other side. Just rolling around. Really let the head hang heavy when you get to the bottom. And release that neck. doesn't have a lot of tension just rolling around here. It's really important to release it before we get tucked up into bed. Now we can just go for one more here. And soften back up to the centre. Perfect. We'll take a few little side stretches, but nothing too severe. We just want to loosen everything up. So rather than coming down onto the forearm like we often do, just keeping it on that right hand. Big inhale, left hand just comes up. And just easy exhale, just very gently stretch over. Big inhale up. And exhale onto the opposite side. If you want to start moving around on this, feel free. Just roll gentle, rock side to side. Again, we're really just loosening everything up. One more on each side for me. And inhale all the way up and over. Perfect. Back up to the centre. So keeping everything really soft. We're now going to go and grab ourselves a pillow. So I always have some cushions as well, so move that onto the side. So I muck up the bed. And I'm going to bring this pillow on top of my legs. Now we're going to do a nice gentle forward fold on this. So actually you might find that you want 2 pillows, just to build it all up. It's something just to play with to see how it feels. So I might start with 2, see how I feel. I'm quite small, so I always feel like a bit stuck. I'm going to bring those hands out to the side. Big inhale, lifting them all the way up. Easy exhale, just a nice gentle forward fold. So the head's just going to hang down. The hands are just gently going to go slightly towards the feet, but we're keeping everything really soft. Turn the head to one side, take a nice big inhale, and exhale, just settling on down. I want you to take a few breaths on one side, just slowly feeling that middle part of the back, just stretching out the vertebrae. Again, if you want to pause the video here, if this feels really good and you want to linger a bit longer, then do. On the next inhale, I'm just going to lift my head up, and then exhale, just turn it onto the other side. So you really can spend as long as you like here. I would recommend it because it's very good for the back. Big inhales, lifting that chest, easy exhales back. And then inhale, just slowly coming up when you're ready. Again, just take your time. If something feels really, really good and actually you want to spend that time, spend the time. So when you're ready, we're going to move on to our next pose. Those pillows will just go back. And I want you to lie down. It's always good. The back's going to be completely flat. If you want the pillow under the head, you can. But we're just going to do some gentle twists. So the hands are going to come out to the side, whatever pose feels comfortable. Inhale, bring those knees up. And then exhale, just rock them over to one side. You can always look onto that opposite side. Just feel that small of the back release. Take a few breaths here. One more big breath here. Tension on the face. Inhale, bring those knees back up to the centre, and then exhale, just slowly shift them to the opposite side, again looking the opposite way. If you want a bit more pressure, you can always put your hand on that top knee and just push it down a little bit more. But I would say at this point we're just trying to release the back enough so we get some nice sleep. We're not getting ready to start our practice. To the belly, and exhale out the mouth. Inhale, just bring those knees back up and give them a nice squeeze. If you've got a bit of wiggle room here, inhale, just bring the head up as well. Really squeeze the whole body and just release everything. Then exhale, bring those feet down. I want you to take your pillows again and put them on the outside of both of your knees. Turn around slightly. So I've got them both here. Okay, we're you're going to be lying completely flat, the hands are going to come onto the tummy. Make sure that your hips are in line and they're not tilted too much, so bring the hips in towards the body. Take a nice big inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to release the knees down, and the soles of the feet are going to be touching, and then we're going to just find ourselves in a nice reclining cobbler pose. Now this really is a good pose to sit in for as long as you can. It's slowly going to release the hips and any tension that might lie there, whilst also being really comfortable, so nothing's pulling, everything's very relaxed and just slowly opening. If you want more cushions, if the knees still feel quite high up, then do. Or if you want to take them away slightly and just have a bit more of an opening, just keep the hands on the hips, make sure they feel nice and soft, no tilting or moving around. And just taking deep breaths here again. Again, feel free to pause the video if you really want to spend lots and lots of time here. I'd recommend just remembering a few of these poses, and then when you get ready for bed, just trying a few out, see what fits you. Nice big inhales here, all the way up through the chest, ribs and tummy. Exhaling tummy, ribs and then chest. More big inhale here when you're ready. Really lifting chest, your ribs and tummy. Big easy exhale. Inhale, just bring those knees up together. Just give them a little bit of a squeeze side to side. Now from here, if you've ever been to any of my classes, you know this is one of my favourite poses. We're just going to finish with a bit of happy baby. So it's really great to relax the spine, release the hips, and it gives a bit of a smile to your face too before you go to bed. Take a nice big inhale, bring those feet up, holding onto the outside, and then exhale, just rocking them out to the side. Maybe just gently having a little rock back and forth. So maybe warn your partner if you're going to be doing this in bed and they're going to walk upstairs, catch you in your happy baby. But it's a really, really good one just to release everything out. It's impossible, I think, to feel sad in happy baby. Such a nice pose. Again, you can take really soft knees, that's how I like it. Some people like to stretch out the legs, but I find that soft knees is just a really good way to go when you're getting ready to go to sleep. Big inhales, easy exhales. Again, spend a little time here, just until everything feels really soft and loose, and then you can squeeze those knees in. If you still feel that you can need a little bit of time before you get into bed, then the last pose I would recommend, which is softly come up, is legs up the wall. Now this could be done with the head on the floor and the feet coming up. Personally, I would recommend using the top of your bed and putting your feet up the wall from here. So let me move these out of the way. The head can be completely flat, or if you want a cushion for support you can. I would bring my bottom as close as I could to the top of your bed. I might even actually move these pillows too. Pillows everywhere. Barricade. Bring your bottom to the side. Knees are going to come up to one side, and then from here you're just going to turn slowly, bringing the bottom up and the feet as high as you can. Get yourself into the position. It's always the hardest bit. But once you're there, oh, there we go. Those feet can either be nice and high, you can keep your feet completely straight, or even giving a nice soft bend in the knee and keeping them here. If you wanted them here, what I would recommend is putting a cushion on your tummy, basically having the knees up. You can take some nice cactus arms, or even just putting them across the chest, whatever feels good. This actually feels really nice. So I take a few breaths here, maybe count to 10. If I feel relaxed enough, then I get ready for bed. If I feel like I need another 10 breaths, go for it. Again, the variations for you, so nice soft knees, either with or without the pillow. Or you can bring those feet up a little bit higher, maybe rest them if you've got the top of the bed to rest them on, or completely flat against the wall, or whatever feels good for you. Big easy breaths. And release. Then when you're ready to come down, you're just going to bring those legs in, move them back to the side, bring the knees down, and then very gently bring yourself back up. So I hope you enjoyed those few poses to try next time you're getting ready for bed. If you've got any questions, as always, just leave them for me below, and I shall see you at the next one. Good night.